everyone. Welcome to Unify 2025 English program. Thank you for being here again this morning. I am in US, so I welcome you all from the bottom of my heart. So everybody, I hope you are reading the chapters. Anybody who has not read the chapter yesterday, can you write in the chat box? Anybody who couldn't read the chapter? So it looks like everybody is doing what needs to be done. Okay, Harshilji, you couldn't read? Okay, so just catch up all the previous sessions, I would suggest, from introduction to day one, um, and you will know what to do. Thank you. Yes, it makes us feel beautiful. It makes us feel good, so good. If we truly realize there are problems all around us when we see outside. Why? Because we have missed our true qualities. We are just using very little faculty of ours. We are not operating from our true whole self. If we know who we truly are, we will use those qualities in whatever we do. So we will work with the space of love, with the space of joy, as we meet our friend, as we greet our loved ones. We will greet everything that comes to us in the form of love, joy, happiness, any work that we start without thinking much about doubts and failures. If we just put all our love energy, all our joy, all our efforts, and perfection that who we are, that wholeness, what we have, if we put that in our action, we'll see where we create from and what we create. So if we read this chapter, there is one line that says that um, you need to, you have perfect action. God is perfect. Of course, that is also obvious. But you perfect? Now, isn't that going too far? Not one iota. You are the same perfection, and that includes perfect health, perfect thoughts, perfect action, perfect everything. You simply need to be functioning as one perfect whole self. So, this one perfect whole self has a lot in it, where it has revealed that one of the reasons why um, you have lost the meaning of being made in the image of God is that you are using very small part of it, all our five senses, only sight, touch, hearing, taste, and smell. These are only our smallest part of entire creation, entire existence. So once we include all these God qualities, we reflect upon them. When I am in love space, how do I look? How do I talk? What I exchange? When I'm in happiness state, what do I do? And then anything that we do, no matter what we do, even cooking, cleaning, driving, going to office, meeting people, I am good at that. Recognize, because I am doing it from the bottom of my heart. There's nothing remaining that holds me back. So I enjoy doing what I'm doing. God is peace and gentleness. He's quietly watching. And sometimes I also quietly watching. When I meet with people, I harmonize. I am in harmony when I am in peace. I'm at ease, right? So God is peace and gentleness. He's gently giving us reminder through nature. Nature is speaking God's language. nature is hiding God in its beauty, the way it is. So, the best way to meet God is in the nature by appreciating, recognizing its beauty. And that is all here to open our heart space. Because if we just see a tree, it might look green and with a trunk standing at one place. But if we see it lovingly, we'll see its beauty. It's taking different shapes, talking to you, touching your heart. So see what is it behind, and then we can see, connect heart to heart. And then these are few, and God is abundance. All the natures, everything which is there in the natures, all that forces is here to satisfy all our needs, all our desires. So it is not owned by us, but it is there for us. We don't have to forget that. Anything that comes to us, anything, any small fruit, vegetable, salt, we just have to be grateful for being there to make us enjoy the meal, to make us satisfy, to make us, express our creation also. Different recipes comes. So we all try it. The creation of new recipe comes from that loving, joyful state, not fearful or, somebody's with somebody's race, you know. So remembering all those qualities, once we start with joy, okay, something great I have got to do. And then without thinking what is going to happen after that, we'll truly express all our God qualities. So love is the most important ingredients of the creation of this whole universe and our own self. That love is pulsating in the center of our being. It doesn't come from outside. We get to express when we see things outside, but always the expression comes from the bottom of our heart, from our own existence, from our own being, from the center of our heart, where the God's love is pulsating every moment, every moment. And because God is present in the whole entire nature in the form of love, it's the same love what I feel in my heart. It's the same love what you feel in your heart. And it is present everywhere. It's not different love. It's the same love what we feel. Once we feel it, we know it. So like the thought travels from one mind to another. We exchange thoughts, but we don't exchange love. We just express love. It is always, always, always there, everywhere. And that is how we are present everywhere. That is how we are connected everywhere. It's only one heart. We feel all the emotions in our heart the same way. The love is felt the same way. The anger is felt the same way, right? So there we are all same. What we do with that, how we express, how we deal with it, that's where our mind comes to play. And the three practices that we discussed yesterday: start your day by reading this chapter. Each line is a pearl, is a capsule to fill us with God qualities. And enjoy that moment for 5-10 minutes afterwards, after reading the chapter. And throughout the day, enjoy the feeling, I am made in the image of God. God is love, and so I am love. Every thought we think, fill it with love. Whenever you are not in love space, where we are, just put a question mark and we will get to see where we are right now. And the third practice is the bedtime beautiful practice, to see throughout the day all my actions. Okay, where I missed, what all I did with God qualities, where I could see God qualities and where I could not see the God qualities. God is present everywhere. I couldn't see God when I saw a beggar. When I saw pain, I couldn't see what happened. Put that question, and that will open up new understanding, that shift will bring more trust on God and the quality on yourself. Not anyone doing anything from outside, but that shift, by recognizing these things inside, we shift doing things differently. So give all those God qualities one by one to yourself. And then next morning, you are a different person. Whole night, the work is done on our subconscious. Um, then quietly go to sleep with thoughts of God's and your qualities on your mind. So he is talking about mind. We are putting all this information in our conscious mind. Consciously, we are thinking, we are seeing. Subconsciously, we have a lot, but what filters out and what we live, express, that is where we start living our day. Communication, so even we have to understand the love in so detail. We are not, um, you know, every time creating love from outside, getting attracted outside. That's the difference we have to understand. And slowly, once we feel that pulsation within the God's love, when we start connecting with creation, we will understand the difference. What my understanding of love was before is different now, because now I have felt the true love. So this is little brief on the chapter, what I felt to share today. Sheelamji, anything you would like to talk before meditation or after meditation?
And just one thing I wanted to clarify. Good afternoon, everybody. The thing is, 3 steps you said. One is when you get up, you start your day by reading the chapter, so that it gets incorporated in your head. The second part, yesterday also when I was asking, I couldn't understand. Third is when you go to bed, you think of all the qualities and you memorize and then go to bed so that you sleep with the positive thoughts. What's the second one? I didn't get the second one.
Practice the whole day. Whenever you remember, just
You
enjoy singing. Now I have made a song that I am made in the image of God, the way you enjoy, the way you resonate with you. So sing it with your child, your grandchild, and then you will find a new note, a new rhythm, and just enjoy that feeling. Basically, to remind it, whenever we do this affirmation, right? Affirmations, we all understand. So once we do this affirmation, we do positive affirmations to have positive thinking. But here we are doing the godly affirmations. And clearly it says that your all these qualities are not sleeping. It's just coming on the surface as you start knowing who you truly are. And meditation is the best time when we forget our body and we feel the expansiveness, but still we are there connected from somewhere, and that somewhere is the point in our heart center between
It's
our chest.
from that I remember God is love. So are you. So you find love and feeling pulsating in your heart also when you just close your eyes. That is the second one, sort of.
Yes. Second one is in the daytime, right? So if you are
Yeah,
working in the office, doing work in the kitchen, it couldn't be very extensive in the beginning, but
yeah.
just reminding yourself, it will help to come to that space most of the time. It says to say that those words with feeling, just enjoy. Just like we keep thinking a negative thought, we feel negative emotions, we feel drained, tired, right? It's just like now the same thing, we put the God qualities. Okay, why I am upset? Why I have to think this way? When God is love, He's taking care of everything. I am love. I am love. And when you say it, repeating, I am love, I am love, that love feeling gets prominent.
Mhm. Okay, okay. Thank you, thank you.
Alicia,
I would just
you want
like
to say something?
I would like to add a little bit here for everyone's understanding. Why are we doing this second exercise? Why are we repeating the same thing over and over throughout the day um, in an enjoying mood? Why are we trying to do that? Understand this. Just go back to your childhood. How did you learn the tables of 2, table of 3, table of 4? All those tables, how did you learn? You learned it only by repetition. You just kept repeating it to yourself. And today, even if I wake you up in the night and ask you what is a multiplication of 2 to 4, you will be able to tell me right away, right? Because it has settled, it has been programmed in your subconscious. So through this repetition, what are we trying to do is simply programming that thought that I am love. God is love and I am love. I am made in the image of God. These thoughts must percolate down into your subconscious as soon as possible. What happens then? Once it is part of your subconscious, it reflects in your behavior. Your subconscious drives our behavior. All of us, we are the program of getting up in the morning, stepping out of the bed, starting to walk. You don't use your brain. It is an automated program which has been programmed in your subconscious. And likewise, we are now reprogramming the subconscious to accept that I am made in the image of God. Right? So this second exercise is very important. You need to do it in a very enjoyable manner so that it's easier for your subconscious to accept it. That's about all. So if you are able to repeat it like this for 7 days, by end of the week, in your night time, when you wake up to go to the washroom, you should be hearing that in your mind. Automatically it will be coming. I am love. I am made in the image of God. God is love, and so I am love. These words will continuously resonate inside you automatically. That is the purpose. All right. So I hope this is clear. What we are actually trying to do here? We're trying to reprogram our subconscious so that, and why are we doing that? Another important thing, why are we trying to reprogram this idea in our subconscious? Because this is the basis for everything else that we are going to learn in this whole program. We are used to using the mind. So now what we are trying to do is using the mind to create that behavior which will eventually lead us into the heart space. Right now, you will artificially be going into heart space. But to be in the real heart space where you will permanently reside, you have to reprogram your subconscious. So that part of it we are trying to do now. So using the mind to overcome the mind. That's the technique. Repetition is the most important aspect of it. So please do this sincerely so that you are able to leverage on this reprogramming for rest of the course. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you, Shailesh. So let us get into the meditation and we will continue the talk further. Already we have talked so much. We are in our heart space, enjoying the feeling of being love, something very, very core, very, very important for our all actions to remember who we are so that we work from that space. So let us sit in meditation, just cross our legs, clasp all 10 fingers together, hands in our lap. Just loosen your body and gently close your eyes. We are going to practice starting with Anapanasati meditation. As we close our eyes, just feel the body. From bottom to top. Breathing slow, long, deep breath in from nostril to head, down to the shoulders, front and back, bottom, and exhale. Another slow, long, deep breath in. Open up your chest, your belly. Feel the sole of the foot becoming one from the top of the head to the tip of the toes. As one unit, one big balloon filled with air. As long as you can hold and then exhale and release through your nostril or your mouth. Let's do it again. Breathe in, slow, long, deep. Let your chest expand, stomach, belly, bottom. Feel your thighs, knees, calves, ankles, foot, sole of the foot, tip of the toes, the toenails, becoming all one. And exhale. Now relax. Let the breath become spontaneous. Let us settle in this awakened awareness of our body. Feel the rush of the blood. Take your awareness within. Feel the heart pumping. The gentle movement of our diaphragm as we breathe in and breathe out. Feel the stomach going in and out. Feel the bottom as if we are sitting on the soft flower of lotus. We are now this light. Relaxing, enjoying our own company, our own body. Feel both the shoulders relaxing, dropping towards the back. In its natural state, just leave all the tension. And the neck is loose. The shoulder and neck both are relaxed. Take your awareness to your facial muscles, from chin to jaws to mouth, tongue, feel the teeth and gums, and the lips, relaxing. In its natural state. Let them open up. Be at ease, give them space to express, to be. Feel your mouth. As a beautiful instrument of sound, producing sound. Feel the cheeks. Feel it from inside. And the eyes. Gently closed. And the eyebrows. Relaxed. Relax your forehead, temple. Just say relax, forehead, relax. And you will feel the shift. Now relax your scalp. Just say, relax my scalp, relax. You will feel the tightness you had before. Is now opening. Scan your head from left to right, right to left. Relax. My head relax completely from front to back as we are touching it from within. Back to front, stroking gently, lovingly. Relax your ears. Ears, just relax. Feel inside the ears. We are doing everything from within with our inner eyes. Now our face and head is completely relaxed. Enjoy this beauty we are reflecting right now. Now relax your neck, your shoulders. Both the arms. your hands, fingers. Feel it. Feel your palms. Let's not run away from the body. Take time to feel it. Feel the tip of the fingernails, the nails, and every joint. Both the arms are relaxing just the way it is. Now relax your chest and upper back, feeling the space within. Your breath is coming in and out, filling the space. Relaxing stomach, entire upper abdomen. Just see from within. You might feel a little tickle. And then the lower abdomen. As you breathe in, just watch the flow of breath and gently command to relax my beautiful abdomen and each of the organs within. Now relax your mid back. Feel the vertebrae in the spinal column and the tissues, the muscles around it. Take time to relax completely. Relax your lower back. Just take your awareness, your eyes there. You may also take your breath in these areas, commanding to relax totally. If you feel any pain, lovingly say, relax. You are love. I am love. Now relax your bottom. The entire pelvic floor muscles is just relaxing. No tightness, no stiffness. It's simply there, just the way it is. You may feel little shift in your body posture. Just allow it to happen. Be gentle. Now relax your thighs, thigh muscles. See it from inside, from the bone to the muscles, as if you are hugging it, stroking it, touching it. We are closely seeing each of our body part. It's a great, great, great creation of God. Now feel your knees. Any tightness, stiffness, pain, or just relaxing knees. Lovingly, with your inner eyes, just say, relax my knees. Thank you for supporting my movement. Feel all that and transmit these loving energies to our knees, feel your calf relax. Relax my calves, and I feel my ankles relaxing completely. You may move it little bit, take your breath there, command it to relax. Feel the love for it as it's there for us to support. Recognize its existence. Relax your foot, the toes, sole. You'll feel the tingling sensation on the sole of the foot. Top to bottom, we are completely relaxed. Just remind yourself to be aware. Do not sleep in this relaxation. Enjoy the feeling of this body being there. Now locate yourself from where we are seeing ourselves. Where are we going to settle? Where do you find yourself? See. In the center of your chest, that is the center of our being, our heart space. With which we are connected to the whole entire universe. We are connected to this body and everything around. Now from this space, just see the breath happening. With every in-breath, let the light shine in your heart space. With every out-breath, be empty, like the twinkling star. Our light is also twinkling as we inhale and exhale. Stay here. Do not wander with thoughts. Come back to this heart space and feel the breath as it is happening. You may feel it is in this space, it is pounding, vibrating. You may feel heaviness. You may feel lightness. Just observe. There are so many feelings which are new to us. What do we name it? Now try to bring your nose in your heart space and breathe in from that space. With continuous awareness on this space. Breathe in. Breathe out. Feel every shift. Stay in awareness. In this state of love, let us greet Mahavatar Babaji. With lots of love and thanks. For guiding us to realize who we truly are. Feel His light. We are receiving in our heart. Where He's trying to remind us who we are. Just breathe in, breathe out gently. If the feeling is too much, you may lie down. Just be aware and enjoy this feeling. As we receive, we expand. Everything is normal. Just allow yourself to open up more. Enjoy this feeling of self-acceptance. As Babaji sees each one of us in the image of God. You may breathe deep, slow, long, as you feel comfortable. As the shift is happening in our heart space, just trust. Trust the process. Breathe in, breathe out, relax. And repeat. I am made in the image of God. And all the God qualities are mine. Repeat and reaffirm, just the way you enjoy it. Do not sleep. Stay aware. I am made in the image of God. Feel it. Be open to accept and receive. All the God qualities are mine. How much it opens up. Breathe in, breathe out. Make it ours. One more time. I am made in the image of God. And all the God qualities are mine. Embrace it with love. It's a revelation. Notice every change that is happening inside. Be with your breath to feel relaxed. Now reaffirm, repeat. God is love. I am love. Feel it. Stay there in the center of our chest, the heart space. Strong electromagnetic field. And again repeat. God is love. I am love. One more time. God is love. I am love. Breathe in, breathe out with each affirmation. Feel the pulsation. Anything that is very subtle but can be felt. Just notice. God's love permeates everything. It's the same love we are feeling in our heart space. Recognize it just by witnessing. Just see. God is light. I am light. God is light. I am light. Be with your breath. Let the thoughts come and go on the surface and reaffirm God is light. I am light. Wherever I am, I radiate light. It's the God's light I am gifted with. It's my heritage. When it is there always, there is no lack. How much I use, it will never vanish. It just connects light to light and just expands. Feel the light in the heart space, permeating throughout the body, each and every cell. Nothing can stop it. It is coming from within, radiating all around. Enjoy the feeling of being light. God is joy, happiness, and bliss. I am joy. I am happiness. I am bliss. Repeat. God is joy. God is happiness. God is bliss. I am joy. I am bliss. I am happiness. We are already feeling it. The feeling of love makes us feel the joy of our own existence. Breathe in, breathe out. Relax. God is gentle and soft, calm and peaceful. I am gentle. I am soft. I am calm. And I am peaceful. Reaffirm these affirmations and be with your breath. Feel relaxed and comfortable. Is it too much to take in? Then breathe in deeply. Breath is the tool to open up, to receive, to relax. Whatever I speak, I speak from the space of peace in very gentle way, calm way, peaceful way. I can express myself. So just reaffirm. God is calm. God is gentle. God is soft. God is peace. I am calm. I am soft. I am gentle. I am peace. Breathe in, breathe out, and relax. Feel it. God is abundance. I am abundance. I have all that I need. All my needs are met. All that I need just comes to me easily and effortlessly. Nature's love supports me. All my needs are met. All my needs are satisfied. I receive all the support from the nature. Abundance is nothing but the feeling of contentment with all that we have. The satisfaction who we truly are. We reflect. God is perfect. I am perfect. I have a perfect health, perfect speech. I have perfect speech. I have perfect thought. I have perfect action. All that I do is from my whole self. From doing to being, there is a shift. There is a change. Either we do things outrightly, abruptly, or we mix things with God qualities to express, to create. That brings success. I am successful in whatever I do. Breathe in, breathe out. Accept our perfection. accept our own existence. We are all, each one of us, are whole and complete. I am whole and complete. God is whole and complete. I am whole and complete. We are already created with all the beauty of God, with all the qualities of God. Now I embrace it. I am made in the image of God. The creation is complete. I am whole and complete. I am already created in the image of God. Breathe in, breathe out, relax, and reaffirm God is whole and complete. I am whole and complete. We push away things thinking that we can't do it. It is too much. This can't be done. We deny our wholeness. We deny our whole complete self. And the perfection who we are. Let us embrace our wholeness, our completeness, our own existence. Breathe in, breathe out, and relax. All these God qualities are my heritage. The more I use it, the more it grows. God is unlimited. All these qualities are unlimited. And in this body, we just express and radiate, vibrate the God. Breathe in, breathe out, relax. Last 1 minute to integrate. Let us thank Babaji for guiding us today. In these simple words, the simplest way, He is making us realize the God presence in us and in everything. He wants each one of us to have our own experience of God realization. When we realize God, we realize ourselves. Because we don't trust ourselves so very much. We put everything on God. We do not take responsibilities. We keep pushing things. We deny. It's difficult. It's not possible. It's not my cup of tea. This is not for me. These are all simple excuses of denying our own self. And we have been running in the cycle of life and death. This is the beautiful, most beautiful sacred time to come to light. Awake. The path is easy now. You all want me to be there, but you are not there. I am there. I am there with each one of you. Practice, practice, practice. That is there in the practical guidance on Course of Truth. To be unified. That is the purpose of life. Breathe in, breathe out, relax. We are making a shift from doing to being. Let us do one last thing to do, to practice, to come to your heart space again and again. Feel yourself, feel your taste, feel your beingness, feel your reflection. You know who you are. Just rest and take a little step and move forward. Life is to enjoy all these God qualities: love, peace, joy, abundance, success. This is what makes heaven on earth, where there is no lack. All our needs are met. What we need to do, we have to choose. Thank you, Babaji. Thank you for your love, your kind guidance. Each of these chapters are gift from Babaji's. It has come from Babaji's heart with love for each one of us. And we thank you, Babaji, for guiding us today. Lots of love. Breathe in, breathe out, relax your whole body. Come to awareness of this space, the room we are sitting in. Come back. Last 30 seconds. Breathe in deep. Inhale and exhale. Gently bring both your palms and put it over your closed eyes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Thank you for your time, your patience, for being here today. Welcome back. Shalish, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, dear masters. If anyone has any questions, you can raise your hand and we can discuss. Anything relating to this topic or this book or this course, you can ask. If you had any difficulty in doing the practices yesterday, you can ask about that as well.
I would request everybody to drink some sips of water and slowly come out of the meditation. Take your time. Some may feel very deep, intense energies. So take your time and then talk.
Thank you. Thank you, dear masters. Thank you for all your nice, beautiful gratitude comments. Thank you. Hopefully you are able to grasp the purpose of this chapter and the very basic essence of being with our heart, why we are trying to shift our awareness from the mind to the heart. Yes, Geeta ji, you can ask. Unmute yourself.
जी नमस्ते शैलेश जी और नमस्ते प्रीति जी। बहुत ही अच्छा मेडिटेशन, बहुत ही डीप और लंबा मेडिटेशन। थैंक यू फॉर दैट, ऑल द एनर्जीज एंड एवरीथिंग। तो शैलेश जी, मेरा क्वेश्चन था कि अभी हिंदी वाले सेशन से जैसे मैंने शुरू की थी प्रैक्टिस और सब कुछ, तो during okay, I need to speak in English. Okay, during the day, like I feel remembering that I have to feel and remember all the qualities of God that are in me also. But sometimes, like while doing work, it's just that I just remember it but don't feel it. Like I would say, okay, God is love. Yeah, I would bring my attention to the heart space, though I don't feel my heart space. But yeah, during these 3 days, I have made a practice. Like I have progressed. I would not say I have not progressed. Earlier, I was not even able to feel my heartbeat at all. Like even after placing the hand, also. I was not able to feel my heartbeat, but slowly, I get to know now. Like at 46 years old, I get to know where is my heartbeat. Like I did not know or knew it before, and I did not even thought of feeling it, although I was carrying it. um but yeah, that is a progress, I would say. Now at least after putting my hand, I'm able to feel it. Okay, it resides there, it's exactly there. um but this like God's qualities, I'm able to remember. I remember all of the qualities which are in chapter 1, and other than that also I think of the qualities which I want to cultivate in myself, but I'm not able to. I'm just theoretically, like I'm saying sometimes, like
Yes.
so. So
Yes.
will it be better over the time, or like do you have any tips, or uh, for feeling for thing also?
This is very normal. What you are experiencing is very normal. This is
Oh,
just the beginning. We have just started, right?
yeah,
This is for the first, probably for the first time for many of the participants to be thinking about being in heart space. Right?
yeah,
We have spent the whole life without even considering there is a possibility of living other than the mind. Right? So this is very normal. It's absolutely okay. It will take time because now you are conditioned already for all your life to be in the mind. Right? So the just be patient and keep doing though, because now we are still using the mind to go beyond the mind. That's a very important thing to understand. We are using the mind to go beyond the mind. Go beyond the mind means what? Anything beyond the mind is heart space.
okay,
Our expanded existence, if you think about our expanded existence, it is beyond the body. And our body is completely controlled by the mind using the five senses. We talked about the five senses, right?
yeah, yeah,
Our five: hearing, seeing,
I-
smelling, touching, and tasting, right? All the five senses. Without the five senses, we cannot even know the body. We will not even know our existence, right? So these
yeah,
five senses are used by the mind to give us what we think as consciousness. We become conscious of our existence, right?
okay,
Now,
yeah,
these five senses that we have, they are limited. They have limitations, right? These these senses can tell us or tell the mind only about what they are capable of sensing. The eyes can see only limited. There is a spectrum of frequencies between which the eyes can see. It cannot either see below the frequency or above the frequency, right?
yeah,
Okay. We cannot see infrared or ultraviolet, right? So that is exactly what we call as limitations of our five senses. Because these senses are limited, we can only perceive very limited existence of ourselves, right? So because eyes can see physical things, we know that we have a body.
Yeah.
But is there anything more than the body our eyes cannot tell us? Correct?
Yeah.
Eyes cannot see, so they will not tell you that you are being. Is there anything beyond the body? No. Correct? Why? So the mind can only perceive whatever the senses are telling it. So mind thinks, well, my existence is this body. But when we close the five senses in meditation, what do? We actually shut down the senses to go and explore what we call as inside. The moment your senses are open, you see everything outside, right?
Yeah.
So in our dictionary, there is no other word for existence beyond our senses. So we have started calling opposite of outside is inside. It is not physically in the body, right? Our definition of inside is not inside the body. Our inside is what you see when you shut the senses, what you observe or perceive. That is the inside part. And once you then you basically when your eyes are closed, all of you have experienced during meditation, you are able to observe your thoughts. You are able to observe all your thoughts, right? Where is that happening? That is what the mind is, right? So you are then beginning to see your mind. You begin to see, well, okay, how my mind jumps from one thought to the other thought. It keeps on doing that. And then when you start witnessing the activities of the mind, then you begin, after some time of practice of meditation, you begin to see, well, okay, this means I am not the mind. I can see the mind. I can observe the mind. But that means I am not the mind. I can observe this body. I am not the body. Then who am I? I am more than that. I am someone who is seeing all this, who is able to perceive all this. And that place from which this existence is able to see the mind and the body, that is called heart space. It's outside the mind. When you go outside the mind, that space is what is called in spiritual terms, that is the heart space. And in that space, you do not have anything that mind creates. But now you are outside the mind, right? Inside the mind, what are all the things inside the mind? Duality, the experience of duality, good and bad, me and others, the ego. All these are mental concepts. They are concepts of the mind. Time. Time is a concept of the mind only. Time, when I was born, when I am dying, anything in between is, in my definition, that is time. Right? So all these are mental concepts. Anything that relates to duality is a mental concept. Okay? The moment you exit the mind, the moment you transcend the mind, you have no duality left anymore. What is the meaning of no duality? Meaning of no duality is there is nothing else, there is no one else. What in Hindi we call it Advait. We never say oneness in Hindi. Our gurus have never said oneness. This is a Western concept of oneness. In Hindi, we call Advait. Advait is a Sanskrit thing. Why is it called Advait? Advait means where there is no duality, no two. Okay? So, where there is no duality, that is the space of the heart. And once you are in that space, think just like even with the mind, when you think of a situation where in this universe there is no one else but you. There's nobody else. It's just you. What is it going to be like? You will have no enemies. You will not be angry at anything. You will just be full of joy. You will enjoy the fruit of nature.
But I will get,
Everything. Pardon me?
but I will get bored also if I am alone.
No, that is a mental concept. You won't be in the mind.
Okay.
Remember, in that space, you are not in the mind at all. You are just bliss and joy. That's all you are. That is the space of love. And in that space, you have nothing else. There is no experience at all. Even there is no experience. Experience is again a mental concept. Why? Think about it. When what we call as experience, it happens through five senses only.
Yeah.
All the experiences are related to five senses. So they are mental concepts. They are in the mind. And mind stores it as knowledge. But once you transcend the mind, even knowledge is not there. That space is just love, nothing else. Right? So what we are doing is, why do we have to actually experience that space? This is a question that you will have now. Right? Why do I have to go beyond the mind? The reason for that is, if you want to experience what we call as the creation, the creator, the truth, right? That mind cannot deliver to you. Mind has never been able to explain the unexplainable. That what we call as God cannot be put in words, cannot be explained in words, right? All this is mind's thing. Mind cannot understand or explain anything beyond duality, right? So mind cannot explain what is known as Advait, the oneness. It cannot explain. What people have done over the years or thousands of years, everybody has tried. All those who have attained enlightenment have tried to put it in words for the benefit of people. And unfortunately, it has created complications because it cannot not be expressed. It can only be experienced. You can experience it, which is not a mental activity. Love can be experienced, mind cannot understand it. So our existence beyond the mind is what we are trying to connect with. That is our bigger the existence which actually behaves like God. That existence of ours. Each one of us has that existence beyond the body, right? That existence has all the qualities of God. It behaves like God. It has all the capabilities of God as well, but it does not interfere with our experiences inside the mind. It has given us the free will. It doesn't interfere. It is observing everything. All that you do in a day is observed by your extensive existence. It knows everything that you are doing. All your thoughts are known to it, but it doesn't interfere.
Oh.
It communicates messages to you. It communicates through messages to you, which is known as intuition. Your intuition is a message from that existence telling you something, right? We will learn more about it in the subsequent chapters, right? It never interferes with your decision making. It never interferes with your free will, because
Sometimes
inside,
sometimes we are confused about intuition also, like whether is it intuition or I'm just imagining it, or it's my
yeah,
mind,
yeah.
or
I will,
like comfortable for me, that's why I am imagining it, or like
I will
sometimes.
give you a trick, a very simple way of distinguishing between an intuition and a mental thought. What is the difference? I will tell you, it's very, very easy. Anything coming from the intuition is instantaneous. There is no delay whatsoever. So if you are facing a situation and immediately something comes from inside, that is from the intuition. Mind takes time to analyze and deliver multiple solutions to you. So
Okay.
when it is a thought from the mind, you will never get one thought. It will be multiple things. It will always say, you may want to do this or this. If you do this, this will happen. They will do that, that will happen. You will have a confusing thought will come. Immediately you know it's from the mind. But if there is only one thought coming instantaneously, that is from the intuition. And we usually, because we are so much used to the mind, we do not accept what comes from the intuition. Why? Because our mind rejects it. How about that? Now, this you are thinking about jumping from this wall. How about what will happen if you fall down on the floor? Your bones will break. This is all mental activity, right? But if the first thing in a situation, supposing there is fire in the house and your intuition is saying jump out of the window, what will you do? Your mind will say, no way, I can't jump from here, right?
Yeah.
But your intuition has said this is the only exit for you. Okay, think like that. So intuition and mental activities, this is the primary distinction. Mind will always, now you must be thinking, well, mind is giving you very sound advice, right? You will,
Yeah, it is
as
trying to
as
protect. It is trying to protect in a different way. I mean,
hmm, hmm,
one is
yes,
from the fire, but it does not want us to hurt from the, like if we are trying to jump from a top floor, it does not want to hurt in break our bones in that way. But yeah.
yes. So think about it now. Eventually, when we do more of this kind of practices, so through the practices that we are now doing, we will begin to connect with our own intuition much better, in a much better way. We will learn techniques of connecting intentionally with your intuition.
So, sir,
You will be able to do.
is there a difference between intuition and, one is thinking from mind, one is doing something from heart? So is there a difference between intuition and thinking from heart then, like doing from heart?
Thinking cannot happen from heart.
Yeah,
Thinking is
yeah,
only mind, right? Yeah.
yeah.
So the any communication with the heart is intuition only. That's the mechanism.
Okay.
Now in subsequent chapters we will learn deliberate practices of communicating with our own wisdom. That's where real wisdom is actually.
Oh,
Okay.
actually, now, sir, I'm feeling like when we were young, right? So, from my life also, like I remember some of the things which I did out of heart for love. But like there was an example, one lady came into my door, and I was alone at the house. I was in high school at that point of time. So she
Hmm.
was like, can you please give me two rotis, I'm very hungry, and this and that. Then I asked her, oh, and I was very excited because I knew how to make chapatis at that time. And I was
Hmm.
like, yeah, I already have it. Oh, my mom prepared it. Let me feed you. So I made garam rotis. I asked her to sit in the kitchen and I served her. But at the same time, my mom came, and she was like mad at me that will you call anyone stranger and in the house, and it's a safety issue. How do
Hmm.
you know how the person is this and that? And at that
Yes.
time I was thinking I'm doing it right, I'm doing a good job, she should appreciate me, why she's telling me that. So I think we
Yes.
in the childhood we used to do things from heart, but then we were told that someone will take advantage of you or
Yes.
this that, so use your brain.
Correct. And this is the primary reason why every child shuts down their communication with the heart. That connection with the heart is broken in the childhood because of social conditioning.
Yeah.
We all go through it. All of us have gone through it. When we were born pure as God, absolutely pure, right? Then the social conditioning gradually shifts us into the mind. And there is a reason for it. All this is not happening just like that, right? We will learn more and more about it in subsequent chapters. We will learn, and I will give you examples of why do we create a belief system. What is the purpose of all this social conditioning? All this we will know. It is for a reason, right? It is not happening just like that. So, uh, living through the mind is important to train ourselves to be able to use the mind appropriately. That is what we are learning, right? What we call as sadhana, right? In our ancient texts, we learn about so many saints doing sadhana in the forest or on the Himalayas for years and years, several lifetimes. What are they sadhing? Let's say, right? What are they trying to tame? They are trying to tame their mind only, nothing else. They are
Yeah.
all working on the mind. Why? Because mind is a continuous thing. It goes from one lifetime to the other lifetime with you. Body remains here, but the mind goes with you. Mind is your asset. You are carrying it as it is growing. You are putting more and more knowledge with every lifetime. You are adding knowledge through experiences, and it is growing. Your level of consciousness is increasing. And then you carry it over into your next lifetime, right? So
Yes.
think about it. Let's say 1000 lifetimes ago, you were a barbarian actually. You would not be hesitating in chopping somebody's head without any thought, right? You can do it. You could have done, but can you do it now? You will not, right? Reason? Because your consciousness has now experienced the problems associated with it, and now you don't want to do it anymore. It is in your wisdom, it is ingrained in you, and that mind is with you. Okay, so over our past lifetimes, we have, all of us have learned. We have been yogis, we have been sadhus, we have been in the forest. Who knows, some of you may be contributors to the Vedas. You may have contributed to the Vedas, right? You have all been scholars. We all have been there. And this is the reason why in this lifetime we know we don't have interest in all those things anymore. In this lifetime, we are trying to go beyond. We have done it all. Now we are interested in exploring the path further. Okay, so mind is now coming to levels of maturity where it can, where we have complete understanding of its functionality, how it works, what to do with it, how to control it, how to manage it, and how to use it for the purposes of creation. That is the ultimate goal. Once we have tamed the mind completely, we don't have to come as human. Then we go into rest of the universe. Rest of the universe, there is a lot of things that we can do. There are existences there which we can't see from these five senses, right? But those are things, there are existences which are doing lots of things. There, multiple things are happening. So our purpose here on going through the cycles of life and death is to tame the mind and make it a useful tool for us. That's the real purpose. So we are going through it. So remember that mind is not our enemy, right? Mind is beautiful instrument. We purposefully create a belief system. We purposefully do it, create it, go through the experiences, and why do we do difficult experiences. We always choose difficult experiences using the mind. The purpose is to learn something. When you are in your state of joy, you are actually not learning anything. Remember any of those days when you are happy, there's no learning happening. You learn only when you face a challenge. When you have a challenge, you will learn a new skill, a new way of solving a problem, something new you will learn, right? So learning requires challenges, and that's what we build as part of our belief system. We create it. So belief system is like a checklist that we create, um, and we solve it one by one, and then resume our um, process of learning. So we will get to that at some point. It's a very long topic. I don't want to go in there, but understand that our purpose of going in the heart space is only to be able to see the mind from outside and experience what cannot be experienced in the mind, being in the love space, right? Understanding our the fundamental of our existence is love, that understanding. And once you learn that and under become stable in the heart space, you and then you come back in the mind, your perspective is totally different now. Now you know that there is nothing separate from me. This life, everybody else around me, everything around me is all creation of the same who created me. They all are made in the image of God. They all contain the qualities of the God, like me. Then your behavior with others, your understanding of everything happening, your experiencing difficulties also changes. Your suffering will change. Everything will change. I have gone through a suffering experience after doing Unified. I've gone through severe pain for several weeks, and I'm I can tell you there's a big difference. Okay, so
Oh, thank you,
all
sir.
this is all part of our learning. We will be learning more and more. Okay, right.
Okay.
Thank you. Yes, Bhumika ji, you can unmute.
I have one request. If when we watch the YouTube session later on, we get so much ads. So can we just not get that ad in between so we can catch up later if we cannot able to join live?
We do not monetize our YouTube channel, so it's not from us. It must be from YouTube.
Bhumika ji, I use another browser which is called Brave. It doesn't let any ads come, or you can use ad blocker. We can't do anything about it because it's YouTube putting those ads.
That is YouTube putting that. Yeah. Our channel is not monetized, so we do not encourage any ads to be put. But YouTube, um, they have their own policy, so they will do whatever they. From our side, we don't do anything like that.
Yeah, or you can
All right.
become a YouTube premium member. That's another way.
That's the other way. Yeah.
Personally, I use Brave browser many times if I have to go for long videos and I don't want to watch ads. That helps.
Thank you so much for the beautiful guided session. I mean, I love guiding the way you guys guiding.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Bhumika ji.
Okay, Sheelam ji, you can unmute yourself.
Yeah, Atmavadan to all. I know it was a beautiful explanation, Shailesh ji, but I just want to clarify. When you
Hmm.
say the mind and heart, is it like conscious and subconscious level?
Subconscious is still part of the mind.
Uh-huh.
Subconscious is the automation part of the mind. Subconscious has a big role to play. It is 90% of the mind is subconscious actually. So it's a
Oh,
very big component of the mind. But the subconscious is the collection of our experiential knowledge over lifetimes.
Uh-huh.
That is the wisdom, right? But
Well,
it is not a physical thing though,
no, I
right?
remember saying that when you're
Mm,
born, you're so innocent. And
mm.
when you're trying to do mistakes, like the higher masters try to advise you through subconscious, saying this is not right what you're doing. So, but when the child slowly starts enjoying the materialistic joys, it will just
Mm.
not listen to those advice and continue. So gradually, subconscious gets sealed off, and you become only conscious. It means you calculate everything do to get the pleasure of whatever you're sort of enjoying. So,
The let's understand subconscious first. Okay. By the age of 7 years, the
yeah.
subconscious naturally shuts off.
Uh,
All our learning, our 90% of the programming of the subconscious happens from birth to 7 years. The
mm-hmm,
subconscious gets programmed by that time fully.
mm,
And that programming it happens from our social conditioning, right?
mm,
Inputs come at that time, the subconscious is open. Subconscious does not analyze anything, it simply accepts information. Okay.
okay.
So when a child is experiencing life in the childhood, anyone giving any information to the child, it will simply accept. So parents will say this is good, the child will accept that this is good. It will not analyze, it will
Mm,
not apply any brain, nothing.
mm,
The child will accept this is good. The child is then said, don't do this. He will accept, he will not do this. All that acceptance of the logical mind happens at that time. Logic is good and bad,
mm,
right? That creation of the sense, the value system we call, the
mm,
samskar we call, all that is that conditioning only, right? That conditioning is a social conditioning, the family values,
mm,
the society values, all that happens up to the age of 7 years, and then it seals. Also, there is another function of our subconscious mind. Subconscious mind also controls our physical automated systems. Our breathing system is controlled by the subconscious mind. Your heart is pumping automatically, is controlled by the subconscious mind. Your conscious mind cannot control your heart,
yeah,
right?
very true.
Your Yeah. So all these processes, the physical processes are automated processes, are controlled by the subconscious. So subconscious is a very it has. If you listen to some of the masters, they say there are 9 layers of subconscious mind. Each layer has a function. Wisdom is also stored there. Okay.
So the
So
heart is behind after the subconscious level you
uh,
feel.
yes, in the heart space there is no analysis, no information, no knowledge, nothing. There is
Mm,
only one thing there, which is called love.
pure
That
love.
is our inherent default state.
Is it that
So
state of emptiness they call in meditation when
yes,
you reach a state of emptiness? Is that?
from the point of view of the mind, yes.
Mm,
From the point of view of the mind, if there is nothing to do, it is empty, right?
mm,
Mind always wants to do things.
yeah.
So when we transcend the mind during meditation, you go deep. When you go deep, you lose the sense of body, right? Losing sense of body means what? You won't even feel the thoughts.
Mm,
That is what we call in spiritual terms, that is the heart space. You have gone
mm.
beyond the mind, right? So that's the reason why all the enlightened masters say the only way to go inside is dhyan. Meditation is the only way to go inside. There's no other way. That's meditation. What it does, it takes us beyond the mind. Okay. So
Mm.
beyond the mind, whatever exists is heart space only. Now that heart space has got again its own things. There in heart space, there is um, it's like I gave you the example of a wheel of a cycle,
Mm.
right? And then there is a center. When we say centering in the heart, the meaning of centering means in the center of the wheel of a cycle, there is no movement. It is still.
Mm. Mm.
There is no movement, right? So when you reach that element in your heart space, when you are centered, you have you are totally still. There is no movement, and primary movement uh, within us happens from thoughts.
Mm.
Thoughts create movement, right? So when we are in the heart space, we are actually still.
Mm.
That's why people call it shunya or emptiness. So many ways in
So
which you
when you
can.
come out of the meditation, you
Hmm.
come out of that empty space and come back to your
Mind.
conscious world and mind.
Yes, that's what. The moment you come to feel the body, you have to use the mind. Mind uses the five senses to feel its existence,
Yeah.
the body, right? So those five senses become active once you come out or come back into the mind.
Yeah, got it.
Okay? So
But once you
in the mind,
that
yeah,
once you reach the heart space, then in meditation it's easy for you to go into the heart space because once you have been able to reach out there.
exactly. That is the reason why when you listen to Preeti ji's meditation today, you
Mm.
see how she is guiding us. She is guiding us into meditative state first, but then not taking you very deep though. As soon as you transcend the mind, she is going to tell you the practices that Babaji has told in the chapter, right? So in that state, those practices have a very deep impact on us. Our subconscious is very easily able to grasp it. So it's much quicker reprogramming of the subconscious that happens through that. Ultimately, subconscious, when it is reprogrammed with the understanding of oneness or the Advait, that understanding is what eventually we will all settle down in the subconscious eventually, and that will come out of us through the behaviors of us. Subconscious controls our behavior patterns. All the habits are stored in the subconscious, right? All the
Yeah.
habits, all the patterns are stored in the subconscious. Those patterns make us do certain things, even though what the mind is saying not to do, we will
Mm.
do. Smokers is an example, right? They are smoking, even though it's written on the packet of cigarettes, it's injurious to your health, they are still smoking, right? Why? Because there is a pattern. That pattern makes them do. So their behavior, their actions are governed by the subconscious mind. So what we are now going to the root where the actions are coming from. We are trying to reprogram it. We are reprogramming it to look at the same world differently.
Yeah.
Look at it with love. Look at it with the God qualities, and then
Yeah.
you behave like God. Eventually, that's how you will start behaving just like God.
So
That is the purpose.
today's meditation there's this thing where you have put all the daily writing for how we can go into the recording of the text, or you have to
Hmm.
go to YouTube just to hear the meditation.
You
It's
can
there.
go to YouTube. Yes.
No,
You
is it?
have three possibilities. You have
Uh,
one possibility is to go and review the recording of this session. It's
yeah.
right now being recorded. So
Uh,
you can go and click on the YouTube link. You can see the whole recording again, right?
uh,
That's
uh,
one way.
uh,
Second way is listen to the chapter audio. We have audios also there.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
can just listen to the chapter, right? Third thing is to read the PDF, or if you have the physical book, you
That
can
I'm
read the
reading,
book.
but I want to go through the meditation like yesterday Nehaji's and today's Preeti Ji's.
Yeah,
Suppose I would
yeah,
like to. It's
it is
there on the.
all there.
If I
Yeah.
link it, right? Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
it is
Thank
all
you.
the invitation that you receive every day in
Yeah.
WhatsApp group.
Yeah. Yeah.
In the invitation, at the bottom of the invitation,
Yeah.
uh, one above the bottom is the playlist of the
Yeah.
sessions.
Mm.
Just click there. All the sessions that have happened to date will all
Oh,
be there.
okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. All right, Neha ji, you can unmute yourself.
Good evening, Shailesh.
Good evening.
Thank you first for being such a wonderful teacher and explaining so much. There's really so much to learn from you. Um, I wanted to share my experience, and I had one question mainly with it. So, I go into the meditation and I relax all the body parts as Nehaji guides it and everything. But what tends to happen is then I get lost. So there is no mind space technically. I don't know where I go. As is, you leave the mind space during meditation and you probably go to the heart space. What happens there, I have no idea. But what tends to happen, at least in the last couple of sessions, of course, this is new to me. Uh, 10 minutes before the meditation is over, when Neaji is still guiding it, I suddenly just like jerk out of that space and I come back here. And and then I know like my body's paining because if she said today you can lie down. So I put my head down while sitting. My hand was really paining. Uh and yesterday I put my head behind a little, so my neck and shoulder have been really paining. So I know I've been in that state, but I suddenly just come out into the body space and there are still 10 minutes left into the meditation, but the cramps and the pain have already taken over so much, I cannot continue. So wherever it is that it ended in that space, it ended. Uh, and this sudden joking out of coming out of that space is actually what I'm wondering. Why is it happening? What is it?
Are you a new meditator?
No, actually, I've been meditating for years now, but
Okay,
this unified I'm doing for the first time.
these are what you are describing are normal meditation experiences to me. Only thing is these kind of things that you are describing, they come from very deep inside. So now in your meditation, probably you are going and touching those areas where deep seated things have to come out. It's a self healing process. So this is actually healing. All these things is part of your deeper healing. Deeper in the sense not physical. Physically, it is only felt when it is exiting your body. You feel the pain wherever this jerk is, again, some energy is leaving your body. Right?
Okay.
They come to the surface of your body. They will come to the surface in the form of some kind of pain or jerks or all kinds of experiences people have found over the years that these are your energy blocks which are stored in your expanded existence are being released. You are going and touching them and you are going and releasing. In meditation, a lot of release happens through again. Now, say for example, during meditation, if the guidance being given to you is about letting go of something, recognize your own qualities, for example. When you start putting your awareness on your quality of being love or of being light, there are darknesses inside you which will start releasing, because now you are putting your awareness to your being the light. Those things will begin to release and they will come out like this pain or whatever. All kinds of things will happen. This is normal, absolutely normal. It's part of your healing, self healing. It will happen. Just know that it is part of that. No need to worry about it. No need to be concerned at all. Of course, if something persists for a long time, then it could be a medical thing. Then you need to go and see a doctor.
No, I mean like in daily life, nothing of that is there. Only when because once the body starts to relax, like when Niyam is guiding through the meditation, the body's relaxing, and then what she's saying, I'm assuming it's happening on its own because I mentally can't recollect anything. But then I've gone into such a deep, heavy state, and I feel the heaviness because of the body ache once I come into conscious space. But I was like, why am I suddenly pulling out of it? Why am I not coming out gently as the meditation guides us to? So I was like,
Yeah,
it's like suddenly coming out. So I was like, what happened? I mean,
yeah.
why is this happening repeatedly?
You were probably going too deep. That is probably the reason. We in our guidance, we don't want any of the participants to go very deep. We want you to still be remaining conscious during state of meditation.
Yeah, but
So
because of group energies, right? Sometimes it is very heavy for us, and it's normal response from the body because when you are going too deep, there's hidden fears that come on the surface, and that is what like pulls you at all of a sudden you feel okay, I'm back in the body. You can't now go further, no further, you can't expand or experience. But these are all normal. It doesn't that we have to be analyzed. Normal experience.
Well, if it's a fear, then do I look to overcome
Nothing.
it and go to the heart space again
You
or
just keep
something?
doing it and then you will go, face your
Okay.
fears. And it's
Yeah.
not known consciously, and it doesn't have to be known consciously. That's why. Just go through the experience and every time you go on the next.
and remember to treat these experiences with love only. Be
Okay.
loving to yourself. Yes, any
Yes.
of these things, even if it is coming like that, you got to look at it with love. Wow,
Yes.
be amazed. It's awesome, right? Look at it that way. There is something I am being told. This is some kind of message to me. This is something leaving my body. Fantastic. Good. Good that I released, right? Look at it with love and joy. This is that process of letting go. We are learning to let go of things. So, release means letting go of things,
Okay.
right? So, just do it with love. Don't be hard on yourself. Everything is happening for the better only. Remember this. All
You
you
have a lot of
uh, your coming to this course itself is a very big part of good things happening to you.
Mhm. We have a lot
Yeah.
of messages today from the session. Just repeat, revise, make notes. Clear instructions are given. So we are here to open our own knowledge faculty, our own understanding with love, with self-acceptance, how we take up a new work. Now we have come to this heart space, how we take up any new work, how we take our day-to-day activities, what are limiting, when we are driving, see out from outside, like you have planned for this day to come here to do things what you are doing, but in what ways? Reflect upon every subtle little small things that is happening all around you. Each one of has a different surroundings, different practical experiences, and then share your God experience, God presence. That realization will blossom in your heart, and then you will see the beauty all around. So just take a note from the session today. Towards the end, there were Babaji's messages, and that is for each one of us. Each one of us present here today is in touch with him, is being guided to practice all these things what we are going to learn, and starting this with this chapter, the very basic chapter. First we have to be here in the heart space to go further in the next chapter. Otherwise we will say we are not able to do it because we have not practiced what is being taught in the chapter number 1. It's the very basic foundation. So every time remind yourself, even though you feel like you are just saying in your mind, you are doing through your mind, it will look like that in the beginning. You may at times be irritated that you are doing something all the time, but this is the last thing he is asking, that is to do. And then once you experience that little shift in you, you will become that. From there, there will not be any doing. Then you will be in the being state. You will just become who you have chosen to be, why you have come. You had that vision there, but you have forgotten here, just trying to remind you. So a lot of messages today, and make notes what works with anybody, and put some examples. See, why and when we move away from our heart space. What challenges, where do we see challenges in God qualities? Why can't we see God here? He's not escaping. He's not running away. So that will be our learning journey from here on. So I need to
Yeah, there's
leave.
a
Alishi.
Okay, there's a question from, okay, I will take care of this. There's a
Thank you.
question from Sandhya ji here about during meditation, I find that I disconnect after some time. I simply don't know what your guidance is, but I hear when you ask to come out of meditation. So just this fact that you are able to hear to come out of meditation, that means even in between, your mind did not catch anything, but your subconscious received everything. Everything is received by you. And at an appropriate time, your subconscious gave instruction for you to come out of meditation.
Little note on that, because it has been my state also for a long, long time, and it is just the readiness, I would say. I'm not ready to listen what you are saying. Also, like, that preparedness, we have to be there. Once we understand why it is, what the guided meditation is. Like somebody said, right? I don't intellectually understand what somebody is saying. We don't have to do that. Just have to be. These are the words are energies. The flowing sentences are in our heart. Just have to absorb, right? So just come with that preparedness, and there are reminders to be aware, to be awake, to follow through. That's why we are here in the group doing the same practice, but we will have our own sets of experiences. So I would just say, if you feel like you're tired or sleepy, that is also one of the reasons why we leave the body or become unconscious. Just have a meditation before this session. Be prepared. I am going to listen. I am going to follow. I am going to practice with the group. Otherwise, you can do your own practice also. Two, 3 times in a day, like morning, evening, and afternoon, anytime, lunchtime. All right. Thank you so much. I will leave now.
Thank you.
Shaileji, please continue.
Yeah. Yes, I think there is no more question right now. So we will bring the session to a close now. If you have no question, if you still have questions later on, something comes to your mind, just make a note in your notebook or put your question in the WhatsApp group. I keep looking at it. I will answer your questions there also, right? Or if there is something, a larger topic to be discussed, we will discuss that on Sunday in the Q&A session. All right. Okay. Thank you, masters. Thank you so much. We will get together tomorrow again and continue the third day practice of